Most people think life is a battle against the world, against difficult people, against unfair situations, or against bad luck. But the real war is not happening outside of you. The real war is happening inside your mind. Every day there is a quiet conflict between the part of you that wants comfort and the part of you that wants growth. Between the voice that says, "Take it easy," and the voice that whispers, "You're capable of more." Nobody else sees this fight. Nobody else hears those thoughts. But you feel it every single day when you wake up and decide whether you will push forward or fall back into what feels safe. The hardest enemy you will ever face is not another person. It is the version of yourself that doubts your ability, that fears failure, that tries to convince you that staying small is safer than trying something bigger. That voice inside your head sounds reasonable, it sounds protective, it sounds like it's helping you avoid pain, but what it is really doing is keeping you from becoming the person you were meant to be. This inner war shows up in the smallest moments of your day, moments that most people ignore, but that slowly shape your entire life. It appears when your alarm rings in the morning and one voice tells you to get up and move forward, while another voice begs for just a few more minutes of comfort. It appears when you think about chasing a bigger opportunity, but suddenly hear that familiar whisper, telling you that you're not ready, that you might fail, that other people are probably better than you. It appears when you want to improve your life, learn something new, or take a risk that could change everything, and yet your mind begins to list every possible reason why it's safer to stay where you are. This is how the war inside your mind works. It doesn't attack you with obvious destruction. It slowly negotiates with your potential until you accept less than what you're capable of becoming. Comfort becomes your shield, excuses become your strategy, and before you realize it, you're living a life that feels stable but strangely unfulfilling. The truth is that winning this war does not require you to be fearless. It requires you to act even when fear is speaking the loudest. Courage is not the absence of doubt. Courage is the decision to move forward even while your mind tries to hold you back. The people who change their lives are not the ones who never feel fear. They are the ones who learn to recognize that the voice of comfort is not always the voice of truth. Every time you choose discipline over delay, every time you push forward when your mind tells you to retreat, every time you refuse to accept the limits that fear tries to place around you, you win another small battle in this invisible war. And those small victories matter more than you think, because over time they reshape the way you see yourself and what you believe you can achieve. One day you realize that the voice telling you to quit has become quieter, while the voice encouraging you to grow has become stronger. That is when you understand that the battlefield was never outside in the world, it was always inside your mind. The moment you learn to win that internal fight, everything outside begins to change as well. Your life does not transform in one dramatic moment. It transforms through the quiet decision you make again and again to fight for the person you are capable of becoming. And when you choose that fight, even when it feels difficult, even when it feels uncomfortable, you are already winning the war that matters most. If this message spoke to you, don't ignore it. Because the war inside your mind is something every one of us faces every single day. So before you leave this video, ask yourself one honest question. What battle in my life am I avoiding right now? Write it in the comments, even if it's just one word, because the moment you acknowledge the fight, you take the first step toward winning it. And if you want more messages like this to strengthen your mindset, subscribe to Win, where we remind you that the greatest victories always begin within.